how to use each starting character in Squad Busters. First up is Barbarian. Barbarian is the basic troop. It does decent damage and should be used to tank for your other troops later in the game. Goblin can be used at the start of the game to get a lot of coins quickly. This allows you to ramp up very quickly and gain an advantage. Next is Greg. He is only good in the early game as trees are a good source of resources. He can help you get a lot of resources fast, but lacks damage for the late game PvP. Colt is my personal favorite troop. He does a lot of damage but is squishy. He is good when tanky troops are in front of him so he can deal damage without taking damage, as the tanks can tank for him. El Primo should be used for his high health. He can take shots for other high damage dealing characters like Colt. Chicken is fairly useless in my opinion. Personally, I never pick him. The medic is good in the late game. He will get the most value when you have a lot of troops down. He will help tanks tremendously as they can be healed and then continue doing their job of tanking. The Witch is a hybrid damage dealer and tank. She herself does a good amount of damage from far range, but her skeletons are the most beneficial part of her kit. They tank and she is always spawning them, giving your team infinite protection. This is especially good if you don't have the medic healing your tanks. Hog Rider is an all-round good pick. He does decent damage, has decent health, and gives a speed boost in bushes. You can never go wrong with picking him. Dynamite is good in the later game, and everyone is pushed towards the middle. He does a lot of area damage and tanks are basically useless against him. He is a late game character. Archer Queen buffs the speed of ranged characters, so they shoot faster and more often. She is more of a support and not a necessity. She's good late game though because any extra damage will come in handy when fighting someone. The best troops to start out with are Goblin, Greg, or the Barbarian. The Barbarian allows you to attack bots without the threat of dying. Greg breaks down trees which give good loot especially for early game. Goblin gives extra coins allowing you to get even more troops by just selecting the Goblin. This helps your squad ramp up quickly. After this point, it's really up to personal preference. Have fun squad busting.